So, hi, my name is Justin, and on December 26th of 2016 was the day of my driver's test. So knowing that, I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure, I had his nerves, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do well, going to do anything right, or what am I doing when I get mistakes. So I told my dad, hey, can we practice before the actual DMV? And he said, yeah, sure. So we go around, drive around to the around the DMV area, doing the usual, always turning left, turning right, always making sure to look at the mirrors, also turning your head as well. And then after going through all these little simulations and whatnot, we park to the side, and I asked him, hey Dad, so did I do well? Is there any mistakes? Can I fix them on them? And he said, oh, well, I think you did fine. I think there's nothing to worry about. I think you'll do great. But even though inside he told me that, I was just like, nervous, because I wasn't sure. I don't want to do this another time, you know. When you go to the DMV, it's long. And I don't want to do it a second time, a third time, and have to wait again and again. I just wanted to do it now and finish it and get it over with. But nevertheless, we go to the DMV, and you know, the DMV is long. Long. You have to wait in line, sit there just like, But about 40 to 45 minutes later, my number was called. So me and my dad, knowing that, walked over to the area where the number was called. And they were like, oh, so, okay, so we have you, and we make sure that you're ready. So all you have to do is go outside and go to the testing area, drive to the testing area. So I said, okay, great. So me and my dad walk out. I drive over there to the testing area, and then, you know, as you know, there's like cars in front of me. And then once I got to the car, and where there's one car in front of me, I see this instructor comes by, and he's like, and I'm looking at him like, what is this? He has a hook on his hand, and I was like, wait, this guy looks very intimidating to me. And at the time, I was just like nervous, just like, what if he's my instructor and stuff? But thankfully, he wasn't my instructor. He was the instructor for the car in front of me. So they drive off, and then I'm driving up in, and then my instructor comes in, and I was like, yes, finally. He's coming in. And then we did the usual. So hand signals, making sure all of our lights are working, making sure we know where all the buttons are, and especially the emergency light signal. Then he comes inside, he comes in and introduces himself. We'll just say his name is Brian, I don't remember his name. So he said, hi, my name is Brian. I say, hi, my name is Justin. And then once we got through all that, then that's when the driver test started. So go outside, make a right turn, and then you do all the usual stuff, turning left, turning right, making sure you're always at the speed limit, very key. And then, you know, making sure to change lanes correctly and all that stuff. So once we got to the street area, and then that's when we had to go through the residential area. And I was thinking to myself, how am I gonna do? You know, the residential area, I wasn't sure. Told myself, I can do this. I did the street area very fine, and all I have to do, make sure, is to always be at the speed limit in the residential area. So knowing that, doing well, I was going the speed limit, and then also learning to park on the side on the street, and then making sure to look back and making sure I was doing great. And then later on towards it, the examiner guides me towards the back to the testing area, and he looks at me and he says, Justin. And I'm just like, yes. So you passed, but there are still some few mistakes. And I was like, yes, finally, yes, I did it. But even though he told me that, like, it wasn't in my mind, and then I came back to realization saying that, yes, I had these kind of mistakes and I know I need to fix them on them. So, but knowing that, I was still happy, come on outside with my dad, and then we go back inside the DMV, sign some papers, making sure that I passed my DMV test. And then later on they told me that, oh, I have to wait a week or two for my driver's license to come in. So, even though in anticipation, waiting for it, and then a week or two later comes by, I see it, the mail, I was like, oh, it's there, right? And then I just like, grab it, run to my house, go back inside, and then sit on my bed, and it's like, oh my God, my driver's license is finally here. And then I open it, I was like, yes, finally. It's like, ah, and then, but the thing was that it was great. At the time, I was like a senior in high school, and I had to go on the bus, and it was very exhausting. So having this driver's license was just really great. And I was able to just do so many things, run errands for my parents, do this or that. And even today, I'm still driving. And I'm glad that I can drive because there's so many things I can do. And yeah, that was the best day of my life.